Joining us is Dr. Heavenly Kimes. You might recognize her from Bravo's Married to Medicine, or you might recognize her from a campaign video because you just launched your campaign to go under the Gold Dome.
Absolutely. I'm Dr. Heavenly Kimes, and I'm actually running for state representative of District 93 here in Georgia. That's
right, District 93. So I want to ask you this. We know that you have long been in our living rooms, on television, but when it comes to this seat, it's currently held by Representative Doreen Carter. You're going to be running as a Democrat. State House District 93 based in Rockdale, DeKalb, and Gwinnett counties. My question for you is, why do you think there is a need to run right now? And is there something that you would do differently or better than Representative
Absolutely.
Carter?
You know, that's a great question. My opponent, I haven't seen anything she's done for the community. I have actually been in the community over 25 years. I don't see one bill with her name on it, and she's been there 10 years, so you can't put it on Democrats and Republicans have in the House. But I think that I have the resources and I have the reach, and I think the people in our county, in our district, voices are just not being heard.
Your campaign website, it lists several issues that you want to hit on, that your campaign is centering around healthcare, criminal justice, reform, education, among some of those. Let's say you get this job. Day one, what is your priority?
My priority has to be education, because I feel like education is something they cannot take away from you. If you get that professional education, no matter what happens in the community, in the district, in the state, you can still have a viable income. Now, we can actually talk about education and the limits that they're putting forth on getting a professional education too. I think that that is something we need to concern ourselves with.
In reference to the big, beautiful bill that was just passed?
The big, ugly bill, I like to call it, the big, ugly bill. Yeah, they're putting limitations, I think, to $200,000 total in loans. Now, I see a little bit of both sides of it because it keeps you out of debt. However, there are a lot of people that cannot go to school, cannot afford school, without a student loan, myself being included. I would not be a doctor today without the HEAL or the DEAL loan.
If you were to get that seat under the Gold Dome, of course, you would be a part of the minority, likely a part of the minority. The elections haven't happened yet.
Right.
But historically, under that Gold Dome in Georgia, the Republicans have held the control.
Yes.
What would you do about this, though? Do you see a pathway to how Georgia legislators could help those who can't get these loans?
You know what? I think the best way to do it, probably, it has to be three things. And the answer is not just not to go to school. One, you have to find other resources, scholarships, that kind of stuff, maybe take out additional loans, personal loans, that kind of thing. And that's what we don't want to do. But also we have to look at these schools, maybe lowering the price of tuition as well. I mean, it has to be a multifaceted way that we continue to get Black doctors and all kind of doctors, actually.
So you would be willing to work with your colleagues if you are elected
Absolutely.
to try and, would it look like creating some type of incentive for the universities to lower their tuition?
Not only that, I think you have to work with everybody. I'm not, thinking that we can only work with one party. I'm hoping we can cross the line and work with other people and actually to get stuff passed so we can take care of our constituents. Because at this point, I'm not, tied to a big machine or anything like that. I think that's the pull to me. I'm not political. I'm not in politics, but I'm working for the people.
Thank you so much. I want to ask you this a little bit more about your career as a dentist and entrepreneur, but a lot of people know you from reality television.
Yeah.
How do you respond to critics who say that your on-screen persona could undermine your political aspiration?
I think that, first of all, I'm not a felon. I hate to say that way, but seriously, I'm not a felon. I don't have a lot of issues that a lot of political campaign people have. I'm a professional. I'm an entrepreneur. I've ran multi-million-dollar businesses. I've created jobs in the district. I have a vested interest in my community because I have a business in Gwinnett County. So I think that people need to know that entertainment is entertainment, but I do have a quick mind and a quick thought process and a quick mouth.
And you take me to my next question.
Right.
You're known by some for your unfiltered commentary. You don't keep anything, you don't sugarcoat anything, right? You put it out there. But some of your commentary has sparked some backlash.
Yes.
Recently, you apologized for some comments when you were talking about a conversation
You gonna
with,
bring that
quote, real men. You did apologize for that from that
Yes.
YouTube video, but how do you plan to navigate some of your past comments that could be used against you in the campaign?
I think that I just had to hit it head on. You know what I mean? I'm a person. I'm not perfect. I would never say I am. But I think we need somebody bold that's willing to speak up, that's not afraid to speak up for our people. I think that's one of the reasons so many people are backing me. And the people backing me has been so supportive. I've gotten so much support. So from everybody, every culture, every background. So I'm very excited about running. And I think that people know everyone makes mistakes. But the thing about it is you have to own them and keep going.
And you did
Absolutely.
issue that apology.
Absolutely.
Are there any things that you've said in the past or actions, whether it be on the show or just outside of that TV verse, that you would take back?
I can't think of anything I would take back because I'm a stand on. I've never lied on anyone, you know, like some other people. But, you know, I take accountability that I can't even remember half the stuff. We've been on 12 years, but I will say this. I'm not a perfect person. I will never be perfect. I don't think anybody in this world is perfect. However, I've taken full accountability for everything I've said, but I'm ready to get down to that Georgia Dome and making sure that we speak up for our people and their needs. All this other stuff people are talking about is an end of no consequence. People are hungry. They need health care. They need somebody that's going to speak out for Medicaid, Medicare, which we're actually giving back in that so many ways with dental initiatives, giving back to schools, back to school. So I think that all of that is no consequence. When people are hungry, they're struggling right now. And I think they need someone in the office that can actually speak up, speak out, and is not afraid and bold. So Dr. Heavenly is your choice.
And you're saying people should focus on the policy?
Absolutely. I mean, come on now. We got a lot going on in the world, right? The people asked me to run for this campaign, right? My whole thing is because they know I'm bold. They know the background I have, and they know how much I've been giving to this community. So I think that that overshines anything with entertainment, with anything like that, and that the people need help, and I'm here to help.
One thing I do want to ask about is healthcare.
Yes,
because
please.
Both you and your husband are in that field. And you do have a gala that is coming up.
Yes.
Can you talk to me about that? And there's kind of some of the community initiatives that you all have done, like you said, kind of filling a void.
Yes. We've had a lot of initiatives, both on and off camera. We've done give backs for Thanksgiving, Christmas, but not only that, we understand healthcare. My husband and I know that with the big ugly bill, hospitals are going to close down. We need to come up with creative ways to help people outside of that and all around that. Yes, we do have a Met Gala coming up. We do that every year on Merit to Medicine. And this year, we're focused on scholarships. Now, this was decided before the big bill and that we wanted to give back. But what a great time to do it. Because people are limited or going to be limited really soon on their student loans and things like that, we're giving scholarships back to people that are going to school for higher education.
Well, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
One of your co-stars, your colleagues, Miss Quad.
Miss Quad, love Miss Quad.
Is she your campaign manager?
She is absolutely my campaign manager. Who knows me better, who's going to speak up for me, who's going to knock on doors. Now, of course, we got counsel. We got consultants and everything like that. I have a solid campaign.
Your team's coming together.
Absolutely. We have a big team, actually, that's working with us. But Quad is somebody I trust. Somebody that's going to hold it down, that's going to knock on doors with me, and she knows better than anyone the things I've done for the community.
Well, thank you so much for coming here to 11 Alive. We will be in touch as we continue to monitor. We're still very early in the race.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much, and you're welcome back.
And I just want to say the midterms are all the way in May, right?
Yes.
So we got to keep the momentum going. We got a lot of initiatives and give backs. But yeah, thank you for having me, Faith, and I'm glad. And hopefully you'll have me back closer to the race.
You're welcome to the Georgia Vote anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank
we appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.